안녕하세요 여러분, 프렌치호떡의 소민입니다. 여러분 번안에 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 아주 따뜻하고 사랑스럽고 콩콩하고 행복한 2025 보내시길 바랍니다. 여러분 sincerely, 저 2024 잘 보냈는데 I know there was a very tragic event in Korea. 제주 에어플레인 크래시. 일주일 동안 마음이 너무 슬프고 무거웠습니다. 여러분. 오늘은 스퀴드 게임 시즌2에 대한 이야기 좀 하겠습니다. 저 혼자입니다. 크리스마스, 뉴 이어스 가족 친구들이랑 보내려고 프랑스에 왔습니다. 여러분, 아지님 없습니다. voilà, 아지님 안녕. So Squid Game Season 2 got out the 26th, so literally one day after Christmas. I thought it was a very smart date to release such an expected drama like Squid Game. The end of the year is usually the part of the year that you make time to chill and stay with people you love, so I think it was a very nice period for the release of the Season 2. Immediately in France, it got the first place in the top 10 of Netflix France, but I read that in every single country that Netflix is available in, so 93 countries, Squid Game Season 2 was number 1. Isn't it insane? 일단 it shows how much people were 기대하고 있었어. For every season 2 it's always the same. Opinions are really shared. Obviously some people gonna love it, some people are gonna dislike it, but unlike season 1, that season 1 everyone agreed that it was insane. Season 2 the opinions, the French opinions at least are a bit more shared. I mean a lot of 반응 on Twitter. So there are a lot of 간단한 comments about I liked, I disliked. It's really 50-50. So I think the problem here is that a lot of people expected a kind of remake of the season 1. Like I think a lot of people forgot that this was more about Yoon's revenge more than seeing new games. Of course we want to see new games. I wanted to see new games. This is the thrill of Squid Game. 그래도 saw a lot of comments of people saying, oh, we don't see enough games. Like we cannot have a second season 1. Obviously season 2 was going to be different. I personally loved season 2. Seriously, like I loved it so much. There are so many interesting things said in the season 2. I think season 2s are always tricky to make because you have what people expect from the season 1. So you have to keep some stuff from the season 1, but you have to renew yourself. It's so hard to make a season 2 after such a huge success. I personally was so satisfied with the season 2. I loved it. But so many people were just disappointed. But anyway, 오늘 my 의견 아니고 그냥 일반적인 트위터 반응 전해드립니다. So 일단 the casting got a lot of French 반응. French people were so 반가워 to see so many of their favorite Korean actors or actresses. So a lot of 반응 about the actors and about the 역할들. Especially there is one person that people really didn't like and it's Thanos.
지금부터 내 앞을 가로막는 자들은 내가 싸그리 쓸어버릴 거야.
Obviously, Thanos got a lot of criticism. I think the guy, he was a former idol, so there was a lot of fans that were really pangawo to him, but as a character, people really dislike him. I personally thought as well that he was overplayed, like he was doing too much. Like, it's kind of fun at the beginning, but yo, like always rapping and everything, it was like too cliche. I don't know, this character didn't make me feel anything, actually. It wasn't even funny anymore at the end. So Thanos, I don't know, I'm not really convinced by the character, and a lot of people as well didn't really found the use of the Thanos character. A lot of people love the Uma. She's lovely. I have so many things to say about her, but later. I think she really represents the unconditional love that a mom or anyone else can have towards her son or anyone else, no matter how many mistakes her son makes, because she truly believes that her son is a good person. She loves him anyway. Like, you can feel this intense emotion that no matter what her son is gonna do to her or to other people, she will always love him. This unbreakable, strong love feeling. I think she played it perfectly, and it was very, very, very touching. I loved her character in the drama. There was as well a lot of background that were a bit deeper. In France, of course, French people all know South Korea and the soft power of South Korea, but I think not a lot of French people can realize how metaphorical Squid Games season 2 resonates with Korean society, and especially what's going on right now in Korea politically. So I think for Korean people, this season 2 might be really, really emotionally strong, but for French people, not a lot of people can get, I think, the depth of some messages. Of course, you get this criticism of capitalism maybe, or this kind of big tough topic, but although I found a lot of interesting and deep banner. Then there were a lot, of course, of 어이없는 반응 about the ending of season 2. Actually, I'm not really sure we can call this an ending. I really think season 3 is gonna be the end of season 2. So I think the episode 7 of season 2 is kind of a break. For me, it's not an ending, it's a break. But a lot of people are really upset to have waited that long, as always, and have this kind of end that is not an end. This was the most criticized part of Squid Game 2, the end, and some questions that were not answered. I personally agree with that, especially with the storyline of the Kyongchal that is looking for his Hyung. The boat trip, organization to find the island, like, it didn't go anywhere. Honestly, from the beginning, I knew that the captain of the ship would be an asshole. Like, 연기 잘해서 그런지, from the beginning, I could feel that he was a bit like holding back. Like, I could feel he would betray them. But we don't really get where this storyline goes. I don't know what to do with this. It's unanswered, absolutely unanswered, so a bit useless. Obviously the games as well were really, really, really appreciated. I could maybe feel the rush of the six legs game. I could feel the rush, not the rush, but the desire of the Kamdok to show as much Korean games as possible. Really interesting, really funny. I'm sure a lot of people will try to do these Korean games. I was so kind of pangawo to meet again the doll. Mukuma Kochipi Osomnida doll was really, I think, necessary. I think people really, really expected that in the season 2 and they did it. The six legs, the carousel, every time the tension is built so good that you feel yourself being inside the game. Like, you end up thinking, 내가였으면 어떻게 했을까? Like, this kind of thing. You really feel emotionally involved in all the games. Amazingly made. Like, I have nothing to say about the games. It was so enjoyable, so well made, and people loved them. Like, no, I saw no comment criticizing any games in the drama. They were so happy with these new games. yeah, globally speaking, good balance, really. Disappointed about the end and about the storyline of the ship that wasn't going anywhere. And some people that were expecting a similar season with season 1, which is, in my opinion, useless because obviously it's gonna be different. 일반적으로, I think the balance were really, really good. People loved it so much in France. It's been already almost 1 week that it got out. It's still number 1 in France. Everyone talks about it around me, so a very, very huge success, even though some people are disappointed, but it's always like that. 여러분, I loved Squid Game. I had a blast. 오늘의 영상 여러분 일반적인 반응만 was, I know, 할 말이 너무 많아. About the symbols, the metaphor, the meanings, the 의미들, I think 아주 잘 만들었습니다. 개인적으로 아주 만족합니다. 여러분, Squid Game 2 대단하다. I cannot wait for the season 3. I read today, by the way, 어이없는 news that apparently Leonardo DiCaprio special guest로 appear 할 거야 in season 3. I don't know if it's true. 댓글에서 여러분 어떻게 Squid Game season 2 봤는지 알려주세요. 저도 궁금합니다. 여러분 안녕.